It's time to mud up or shut up.
Premier Mega Truck Racing.
Premier Mega Truck.
Premier Mega Truck Racing.
Premier Mega Truck Racing.
Premier Mega Truck Racing.
Premier Mega Truck Racing!
How you play the game with the people that writing the rules. Ain't the fame that I'm after when paying the dues. I've been through the pain that's reflected in the attitude. Might be winning now, but the thing is that I had to lose. So go and tell me what you really want to do. And lonely at the top, cause there ain't a lot of room. Ain't no other option, it's all I ever knew. So I'ma get it poppin', you know how I'ma do.
Premier Mega Truck Racing is the most intense off-road sport to date.
It is two trucks, heads up, first one to the finish line. I mean, it doesn't get any more exciting than that.
Premier Mega Truck Racing is about making racing great again. Making racing great again is about bringing back the fundamentals of racing. Two at a time, heads up, first one to the finish line.
Ain't no love lost, we just really doing us. Go and take your seat, looking silly getting up. Y'all know what it is, let me tell them what it was. It was 24/7 on the grind, one thing at a time. Hard to understand, kind of person got the state of mind. We was making moves every day, getting things in line. You could go and say what you want, but believe that I've been down through the blood and the sweat. Guarantee you can know I'm a threat. I've been down through the blood and the sweat. And I ain't close to being done yet, I'm going all in. Yeah, I'm going all in.
I would say a Mega Truck is a cross between a monster truck and a mud bog truck. You have a really high horsepower, big, badass machine, and you've got a backyard guy that wants to take his grocery getter truck in the mud hole. You put them together and it combines into a Mega Truck.
So we're the first ever series to actually go heads up racing. A lot of other series and other types of Mega Truck events that you go to and see are all done by timers. Either truck can leave at any time, and whoever had the fastest run doesn't really matter in that race. It's an overall fastest time to find your winners. The way we do things are every round is its own race basically. So first one to the finish line, and you move on one truck at a time.
Us choosing the heads up style racing was more based around the show and the fans. Being able to follow the race as it's going on and know which truck is coming back next round is what keeps that crowd involved.
Yes.
And they become part of the race.
We get fans all the time, new fans coming in, and they've never seen anything like this sitting behind us. They're thinking they're coming to a mud bog, or they're thinking they're coming to what what they're
or some think they're coming to a monster truck.
Yes,
So,
what
yeah.
they envision, you
Yep.
know, and these things when they sit in the stands or wherever they're up against the fence, and these things light off, and you know mud flies 100 feet into the air, and they go blasting down to a mud hole or over a jump. You know, it's such quick action. You know, it's nothing. When you're sitting there as a new person, man, I mean, I've watched jaws drop. I know you should show guys videos. You know, you show people videos on your phone. They ask, like, "Oh, what do?" You show them a video one time. And every single person I've ever shown a video has been like, "Holy smokes."
Is that you? You're
is-
driving that?
Yeah, like I had no clue. So you get that same response, you know, when you got a new fan that comes in, they're sitting in the stands, they're watching, you get ready to see what's going to happen. And two trucks light off at the same time, side by side, and blast down through, and they come back, and especially on a close finish. Man, when it's a close finish, you know, you look, these people are
They're
jumping up and
standing up.
down their
They're
seats.
standing
Yeah,
up.
it's exciting, man. There's nothing, no other word to explain it other than just pure excitement.
When we design tracks, we want them to be different at every event. You want to turn the trucks
Both ways.
We want to turn both
If you
ways.
can, yeah.
We want to have numerous mud and different terrain elements or different terrains. We want to have different consistencies of dirt
Yeah.
throughout the track.
Yeah, we
So,
don't want the track to be the same from start to finish. You know, if you start on a slicker surface and you're catching hard, we want drivers to actually drive trucks.
You have to be able to drive and control
And another thing,
and have a
too.
durable machine to go, you know, 5 and 6 rounds.
With our style of racing, the two fast guys can draw each other in the second round, and that opens it up to a guy who may not be
For the
so
whole
fast
rest
for the
of the
whole
race.
rest of the race.
Because one of them two fast guys are going to get out of there.
So it opens the opportunity up to some racers, and it pushes some of those racers to race harder who may not think they're a 1 or 2 or 3 guy all the time.
Yeah.
So we've definitely seen some guys on top that we wouldn't think would be there.
Consistency, I've learned, you know, this is going in our 4th season here. And if nothing else, having a durable machine and a consistent driving style is what it takes to be able to be eligible to win. Obviously, you'd have to have, you know, a good piece of equipment that's got some horsepower behind it.
Each round, drivers will take part in a chip draw where they will draw their opponent and the lane that they'll be racing in next.
You're welcome to call out, and it doesn't have to be accepted.
We got Panyan calling out Art.
Dallas called me out.
Oh, wow. Look at these guys.
Gonna choose? Sure. Oh, okay.
He asked.
Yeah, all right, I'll go left lane. All right.
Got it. Oh, we got Tommy calling Hell's Bells out.
With the chip draw, it can go one of two ways. Either you're picking your own poison or grabbing your own gold.
You'll have 2 different colored chips. It'll have L and R, each number. You'll draw your pairs. So, and it's, you draw your own fate. So you're picking your own lane, you're picking your own opponent. You know, it's...
Whoever's got
I pulled you?
Yeah.
Good luck to you too, bro.
Once the chip draw is taking place, it's up to the drivers to race round after round to see who's got what it takes to make it to the finish.
what got me into mega truck racing and why I kind of stopped there as a sport, and that's what I've been doing now for a while. I've done a lot of forms of racing. I've been drag racing in a truck, been drag racing in cars, been drag racing on motorcycles. Done a lot of other forms of stuff, you know, four-wheelers and stuff like that. I kind of went to my first race at Dennis Anderson's Muddy Motorsports Park years ago. I fell in love with what was going on. You know, I started a little 6-cylinder truck down there, and I quickly learned, you know, they started making a course. Dennis made a course at his track, and he brought out King Sling, and I quickly learned that was where I wanted to, you know, be. I didn't want to be doing straight line stuff anymore. And from the first time that I sat in a mega truck, me and my crew built a truck in 33 days. And I went racing with that truck for the first time, and it was not 100% like where it should have been.
That was Hell's Bells when Hell's
Yep.
Bells was created.
Yep.
Very similar stories. I've ridden dirt bikes my whole life. I been jumping jumps, trail riding. Got into the side-by-side thing way back in like 2012 and 14, and going to I think it was Dinwiddie. You were there. I didn't know who you were. It wasn't your new truck, I don't think, but you guys were all there. Shock and All was there. It was Dinwiddie Mudbog. Yep. I was probably 18 or so years old, and I seen that. In particular, the Shock and All truck go by, and I said, wow, I'm going to have one of them one day. And little you know, years later, I became friends with the family that built that truck, and that's when Matt was a couple years in, maybe 2 years in with his Hell's Bells. We meet at Sign Rock. He flipped over and had some issues, and I went and won it all. I won 2 or 3 classes that day. First time out, you couldn't tell me anything. So if you want to know why I got into mega truck racing, that's a true story right there. Now, I would say it's the most intense feeling of a lifetime. I mean, if you think about it, we work on these trucks for hours and months to drive them for, you know, minutes at a time. And let's be honest, it's got to be that crazy or intense or loving or whatever that emotion you're looking for in your life. It's got to be worth it for the time-wise, right?
You know, the first time you do something like crazy, you know, and they get that rush of excitement. I still get that. So when I strap in, I still get the nerves. We know when the light goes green, we're both going to tear out of there as racers, and we're going to hang onto the wheel, we're going to aim the truck, we're going to do everything we can do to make that truck go exactly where we want it. But as known as we know that, we in the back of our heads have no clue what's going to happen when that light goes green and we mash the throttle and we're trying, you know, it's all new from right then.
Sometimes a mud hole can throw you sideways. Sometimes you take off and it's slick or there's ruts there. Sometimes the mud holes, when they get wore out and they get rutted up everywhere, which way, those things will throw you for a loop and change the game real quick. Meanwhile, you know, I'll say I do a really good job of not thinking about that driver in the other lane. I'm always racing myself. I want to get to the turn or I go over the jump. I got good suspension. I'm still in control. But then I see
there's a person there,
another guy that's in front of me, or maybe he's already in the turn and I'm coming into the turn. So now you have another racer that's ahead of you. Everything that you're thinking about goes out the window.
Going on, trying to keep that thing under him. Here they come, here they come.
from that feeling on to the time you cross that finish line is the craziest, most rush feeling, intense. Your body, sometimes I think I forget to breathe.
And you get out the truck, you're shaking.
Yeah.
And, this is years of doing this. We know what these trucks are gonna do.
We've built the trucks. We've had opportunities to drive numerous other trucks, and we still yet come right back to these mega trucks.
The day that I don't have that, I probably won't be a mega truck driver anymore. I'll probably be the guy. Maybe I'll just be helping run the race or doing the race, not actually holding the steering.
It's called adrenaline, man. I can promise anybody that ever watches this, if you ever get an opportunity to drive a mega truck, whether it's driving it to go to the wash station or just maybe your buddy lets you go and park it over there for him, you will be hooked for the rest. So do yourself a favor, or maybe you just need that little talking into, but pick your poison. Go drive a mega truck.
We didn't have anywhere local to race anymore. We had Dennis Anderson.
And we were going out to Texas and all kinds of places down to Florida, all 12 and 18-hour rides.
Yeah.
And we got tired of it.
Everything local only brought local crowds. There's a lot of other big fish out there. We wanted to draw the best from everywhere
to come
race
right here with us.
Yes, to come race with us.
Yep.
We've traveled to them before. Now
years.
we want to bring them to us and show the people local to us. That's what kind of got us started. We wanted to do it more of a local thing.
Yep.
We didn't think this was gonna ever get to where
we never thought it'd get outside of our 4 or
local
5
area.
3-hour circle.
Yeah. And it quickly did. It quickly turned into
nationwide.
Yes.
Again, you've raced every different racing there is. I just think it's the people.
I think it is too.
Yeah.
I mean, and we try to promote that as well.
Yeah.
Premier, especially Premier. We make sure we let every racer know that you want to beat the guy beside you sitting on the track with you. You don't want to beat him if he's sitting back there. Nobody can go home with a smile on their face if you beat the guy because he's sitting back there on the trailer broken. At the end of the day, I know I want to be the best. Joey wants to be the best, and to know that you're the best, and that's why we did this. We were some of the best in our area, and we basically Premier challenges the rest of the country to come race against us or in our area to be the best. And that's what we want every racer to do. Truck's broken, need help getting to the line, jump box, whatever it is. We want every racer to jump in and make sure they're doing their part to help their fellow racer get to the line and race them as well. I feel like we promote that well in our
fellowshipping.
Yes.
From working on the trucks to parking beside a different racer at every event, trying different foods, meeting their families and kids and dogs. It's called fellowshipping. And one thing one thing Matt and I agreed on from the very beginning of us going into this is we would never lose the fellowshipping, the
fun.
tailgating,
The fun.
the fun.
Yeah.
The fun. And as a driver or a fan, maybe you can't make it to a premier race. There are mega truck races all over the country. Be there, because this is a sport that you are not going to want to miss.
Take on the world. We're gonna take on the world. Standing tall, we gotta make it our own. No waiting around. Winners will never look down. No one can stop us, we got it. The future is right in our hands. Give it 100%. We gonna take on the world. Yeah, we gotta move. Speaking the truth. Yeah, paying our dues. We making the news. Yeah, we hitting the roof. No, we don't wanna lose. Climbing and shaking the walls. We gotta break all the rules.
C-H